And as we get started in easy seat, we want to just allow ourselves to be here for the time being without pressuring ourselves to fit what we think the practice needs to be. And instead, just show up and see what happens on your mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Allow yourself just to sit with each breath, noticing where it draws in. Noticing the belly rise. Feeling your shoulders fall on your exhale. Not needing to force anything. Just seeing as it comes in and out, easy. All of the day, all of the responsibilities, everything that was before, to slowly leave itself at the door. Whether that's your front door, your bedroom door, wherever it is. Just allow it to be on the outside while you on the inside just get still. Working where you are right now in the present moment. Maybe your best today isn't what your best was before, so accepting that, not allowing yourself to feel pressure to push past it. And there's nothing wrong with allowing your best to evolve and change. Falling down your back. You feel the free flow of your breath in and out, one at a time. As we start to move and hear the things around us pop up, you know you can always come back to the stillness. This feeling of no expectation, of just working where you are. Take a deep breath in, reach your hands up. Exhale, open arm, twist to the right. Maybe your gaze looks to the back of the room. Inhale, come up. Open up to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Press your hands down onto your knees and then take small circles with your head. Allowing your neck to rotate softly, taking your time in spots that might be tight. Knowing you can take what I'm saying for your practice and then make it your own. So maybe you add more movement, maybe the circles look smaller, whatever it may be. And then slowly turn your head the other way, taking circles in this direction. Taking one breath at a time. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, arms reach up. Left hand wraps around the belly, right arm wraps around the back. creating almost like a blanket around the body. And then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Feel your right shoulder draw away from your right ear, opening up space here. Inhale, reach up. Right arm wraps in front, left arm wraps behind. Right ear to right shoulder. Allowing your ear to meet your shoulder. Allowing the left shoulder to draw down. Inhale, reach up. And above head, grab for both elbows. Or maybe both forearms, whichever one feels better. And then press your heart forward. Forearms draw towards the back of the room. Shoulders draw down. And then press your back of your spine away. Draw your arms to your belly, still binded. Kind of like you're huddling, like you're cold. And then inhale to find space again. Come back down, curl in. Reach up. Release your bind. Right hand drops, left hand draws over to the right side. And then round your back towards the front of the room. Come through to center, left hand drops, right hand reaches up overhead and all the way to the left side. Round your back, right hand goes to center. Hands drop to the side. Drop your chin to your chest. And then slowly tilt your head back, draw your chin towards the ceiling. Shoulders pull in behind your heart, squeezing in towards one another. And then come back to center with your head. Inhale, reach up. Extend your legs out wide to the edges of your mat. Deep breath in, heart pulls forward. Fold over your right foot. Heart draws toward your toes. Inhale, reach up, and then come over to the left side. Allowing it to be its own. Taking any modifications you may need at any point. Knowing your practice is your own. Inhale, come up. And then drop your hands in front of you and slowly crawl them out. Going as far as you need to go. Feeling the inner parts of your feet draw towards the ceiling as you drop in. And slowly crawl back towards you. Legs come to touch out in front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. Halfway lift over your legs. Heart pulls forward. Shoulders draw behind your back. Belly button pulls in. Then fold again. Reach up. Drop your right hand behind you, place it on the mat, and just press your left hand towards the right back corner of the room. Come back up to center, forward fold. Halfway lift here. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, reach up, left hand plants behind you, right arm draws towards the left corner of the back room. Come back up to center and then pull your knees in, bend them, feet plant themselves on the floor, hug your knees. Drop your head, maybe it touches your knees. Pulling your focus inward to see what you need from this practice. The reason you showed up and tuned in and got after. And then slowly hug your knees in tight to your chest. Slowly roll back and forth, rocking and rolling as much as you can. And then swing up into your tabletop. Shake out your hips. Maybe you drop to your forearms just to get a deeper stretch in the lower back. And then when you're ready, press your hands into the mat, under your shoulders. Right hand reaches up. Draw it under, thread the needle, right shoulder drops. Left hand plants and presses down, right arm lifts up. Plant it back down, left arm follows, reach up, thread it through. Right hand presses down, left arm reaches up. Drop it back down to the mat. And then crawl your hands outside of your knees, sit up onto them. Inhale, arms reach up. Left leg extends out beside you, gate pose. Drop your left arm down on your thigh, right hand reaches over. Pressing down into the outer edge of your left foot. Right hand drops out beside you, left hand pulls over towards the right side of the room. Come back up to center, drop your hands, shift your hips back. Wide leg, child's pose with the leg extended out. And maybe for a different feeling in your shoulders, you pull your hands behind you. Or maybe just one. You know, the opportunity to try something different from the traditional flow, from what you might be used to. Knowing that change doesn't have to be scary, it's just us listening into what needs to happen now. You press your hands behind you, reach them out in front, and then come back into your tabletop. Move through the spine, side to side, shaking out the hips, maybe making circles with them. Allowing your head to roll or create figure eights on the front of the room. Just feeling that free movement, free choice to just feel it out. And then crawl your hands outside your knees, press up, reach up. Right leg extends out, right hand drops, left hand comes over, gate pose. Feeling your heart still pressing forward in the belly button, pulling in to support you to reach over. Left hand drops outside of you, right hand comes over the top, still feeling the heart pull. Rooting down into the left knee to press out any of the pressure in the lower back. Come back up to center, hands drop out in front of you. Child's pose with one leg out. Hand can stay up or come back. Extend your hands out in front of you, press up, tabletop pose. And then from here, just tuck your toes, hover your knees. And then lift your hips, down dog, or drop your knees and just extend your arms out for puppy pose. Allowing the shoulders to find opening as the hands press down and away. And finding that same pressing, slowly make your way, feet to hands. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Fold. Reach up. Hips press forward, feet pull down. Let it go, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, fold. Allow your hands to bind at your elbows, ragdoll. Neck releases, tension releases if you let it. With each breath, you get easy and light. You find freedom even in the fear of change. Feeling your breath pull up and down against your thighs. Feel the outer edges of your feet press down into the mat. Heels draw away from one another energetically, activating the hamstrings to work. Build a fire as we move. Release your hands, halfway lift. Fold. Reach up. Let it go. Following that 2 more times, halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, get big, root to rise. Exhale, come down. Once more to your own breath, in and out. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to draw in. Inhale to just pull here and hold in your halfway lift when you arrive. Feeling the crown of your head pull towards the front of the room as your hips pull towards the back.
I was doing some other stuff when I saw you, but I just was kind of freelancing it a little bit.
Okay, no, that's no problem. We'll just start from here. We'll just keep it going, all right? And I'll keep more of a look up at the screen to see what's happening with it.
I think maybe lack of talking or something, it kicked you out, you know? I don't know, I don't know how long that pause was.
Yeah, it wasn't any longer than we've done before, which is strange, but we'll just keep an eye, at least I will, and we'll figure it out. I sent you a Facebook message. I was like, it kicked me out. If we need to, we'll just do a video call on here.
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. All right, so we'll start in forward fold. So from here, we'll inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Let it go. Halfway lift. Press your hands down, step back, high plank. your belly. Hands pull behind you, lift up, locust pose. Belly draws in, inner thighs ignite, drawing in towards one another. Shoulders pull behind your chest. And then lower down. Hands come under your shoulders. Press your heart forward for cobra pose. Extending at the elbows, pressing down into the hands. Feet stay grounded down, pressing into the mat. Lower down. And then from here, press back up slowly, plank pose. Right leg lifts. Kick it back towards the room. Drop it down to the mat. Left leg lifts. Heel presses towards the back of the room. Drop it down. Step up, knee to your hands. Halfway lift. Holding here, shoulders draw down your back, belly button pulls in. And then fold. Reach up. Let it go. Halfway lift. Press back once more, finding your plank. Deep breath in to push your heels towards the back of the room. Exhale, drop to your belly. Hands pull behind you. Inhale, lift up, locust pose. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center, then look over your left. And then slowly drop your belly down. Hands come under your shoulders, cobra pose. Pull up. Lower down. Tuck your toes. From here, high plank. Right leg lifts. And then bend your knee. Draw your knee towards your outer elbow on the right side. Kick it back. Foot lowers down. Left leg lifts. Press it towards the back of the room. Bend your knee. Pull your knee to your outer left elbow. Kick back. Lower it down. Step up to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach up. Sit back, chair pose. Hands press behind you. Palms face the ceiling. Heart pulls forward. Hands press up towards the ceiling. And then draw your hands to the front of the room. Palms face each other. And then from here, simply open up your arms to the sides of the room. Take a T-twist, rotating the upper spine to the right of the room. Hips stay sinking back. Hands pull away from each other, shoulders draw in. Come back to center, open arm twist to the left. Come back to center, fold. Halfway lift. Step back, plank pose. Lower down. Hands press back, locust pose. Come down. And then inhale, come back up, locust. Maybe your heels press towards the ceiling, lifting you up a little higher. Come down. Hands come under your shoulders, press up, cobra pose. Lower back down. Once more, press up, cobra pose. Lower down, then press up into your plank. Deep breath in. Right leg lifts. Bend your knee, pull it to the outer edge of your elbow. Kick it back. And then pull your knee towards your belly, step it through, crescent lunge, lift up. Open arm twist to the right. Right hand pulls towards the back of the room. And then left hand pulls towards the front. Moving back and forth, finding where to find your center. Finding it by finding the opposing forces pulling you both ways. And then come to center. Inner thighs draw in, hands pull up to the ceiling. Drop your left knee. Untuck your toes, press your hip forward. Right knee can come over the tops of your toes, no shame. And then press your hips back towards the back of the room. Frame your front foot, half splits. Pressing your right hip back to the line of your left. And then press back up. Left hand drops, right arm opens up. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Widening through your grasp of the right hand to the left. Right hand drops to frame your left. Kick up for a half airplane. Hands stay grounded. Left leg presses towards the back of the rim. Bending your right leg as much as you need. Heart lifts up. Gaze looks up out front of your mat. Step forward, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, chair pose. Open up to the left, wide T-arms. Come to center and then over to the other side. Come back to center, sink a little deeper. Hands press behind you, heart lifts. Come up onto your toes. Drop to your heels, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Sit back once more, chair pose. Drop your hands, step back, plank. Lower down to your belly. Inhale, lift up, locust pose. Drop down. Lift up, locust. Come down. Hands under your shoulders, press down, lift your heart, cobra pose. Shoulders draw in, collarbones expand away from one another. Drop down. Inhale once more, lift up. Drop down, press up, plank pose. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee, pull to the outside of your elbow. Kick it back. Pulling towards your belly, step it through. Crescent lunge, lift up. Open arm twist to the right. Left hand draws back, reverse your crescent. Come back to T-arms and then pull towards the front and back. And then come back to center. Inhale, reach up, drop your right knee. Untuck your toes, press your hips towards the front of the room. Hands drop, press your hips back. Half splits. Drawing your left hip back in line with the right. Pressing into your right knee to pull your heart towards your left toes. Belly button draws in. Step back into your left foot. Right hand comes down, open arm twist to the left. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, easy twist. Frame your left foot, kick up, half airplane, heart lifts. Hands stay connected to the ground. Kick towards the back of the room. Feeling your inner thighs pull together. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Let it go. Reach up. Fold. Halfway. Hold again. Sit back, chair pose. own breath. Inhale to reach. Exhale to press. Once at a time, breath to movement, the true vinyasa, the true practice. Go once more, up and back. And then from here, come up onto your toes. And take the bend out of your knees, pressing your hips up and back. Almost like you're about to dive into the waters ahead of you. Hands extend out in front of you. Ankles draw in. Fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold. Lift up, hands overhead, hips press. Draw your hands towards your sides. Feel yourself press into both feet equally. Shoulders roll down your back, hands ignite, all fingers awaken, pressing and pulling towards the edges of your mat. Coming into your breath like we started. Bring your weight into your right foot. Hands come overhead, lift your left knee with it in towards your chest. Staying here, left hand can come towards your left knee or your left toes, whichever one serves you. And then open your left leg to the left side of the room. Right hand can come up or out to the right side for balance. Come back to center. Switch your grip. Right hand comes to your knee or foot. And open arm twist to the left. Come back to center. Keep your foot extended, arms reach up. Bend your knee back into your chest. Press your hands back, come into your airplane. Pressing to the back of the room, head pulls forward, hands extend out. Left foot plants, reach up. Come back down, mountain pose. Finding your grounding. Allowing the moment to pass. To reset. Without fear to start again. Find your grounding into your left leg. Draw up, hands lift, knee lifts to chest. Stay here or place your right hand on your knee or foot. Open up to the left. Hand to big toe pose or hand to knee pose. Come back to center. Switch your grip. Open arm twist to the right. Come back to center. Hands lift up, leg stays extended out. Draw it into your chest. Press back, airplane. Hands extend forward, warrior three. Come back to the mat with your right foot, lift your arms up. Hands come to your side. Feeling both feet pressing down into the mat, maybe feeling longer in your hips and legs. And then come into your right foot, tree pose. Left foot travels up the right leg and lands where it feels best with the bottom of your left foot. Pressing into your left foot with your right leg, finding a push and pull of the connection here. Hands go where they'd like. It can come to your heart center, or it can come to prayer behind your back. A shoulder stretch here if you come behind. Feeling your belly button press back in. Keeping support here, right in the center of the body. Inhale, arms reach up. Plant back into the mat, mountain pose.
Shift into the left foot, tree pose. Trusting yourself to get yourself where you need to be. Feeling yourself press equally on all three corners of your left foot. Big toe, pinky, and heel. Hands travel where they meant. Maybe you bind at your elbows and lift up overhead. Draw in and come back down into both feet. Inhale, reach up. Fold. Press your hands into the mat, plank pose. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist, swing it through, pigeon pose. Lower down here as you need. Opportunity to press your hands into the mat and bend your left knee to open up, twist to the left to grab it behind you. Pulling into your center line all the way through the spine, starting at your inner thighs. And then press back into the mat, foot lowers. Step back, high plank. Half pigeon on the left side, swing it through. Going where you'd like. And then finding your hands on your ribs. Inhale, feel them spread wide. Exhale, pull them together. Knitting your ribs to find the support. Allowing this to be its own pose. Not just something we do because it's in the regular yoga flow. Like knowing each movement has a purpose on our practice. Sometimes we just have to revisit with a different perspective. Fold. Half footing, lift. Plant your hands, press back, plank pose. Stay here and drop your knees. And then lower your belly all the way down to the mat. Hands pull behind you. Toes zip in to touch. Press up, locust pose. Head pulls forward. Shoulders draw in, toes draw together and up. Come down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And coming where you'd like to take it, maybe you twist open, grabbing onto your right foot. Maybe your gaze even goes to the back of the room here. Being okay with whatever you take, like whatever serves you best. And then come back to pressing into the mat. Come back into plank pose. And then crawl your feet slowly in towards your hands. Come down to your bottom. Kick out in front, staff pose. Inhale, reach up. Fold forward. Maybe you take a slight bend in your legs to fully pull your heart forward. Maybe you take circles with your head. Maybe you shrug your shoulders up and down. feeling it out. Inhale, reach up. Cross your right leg over your left knee. Twist open to the right side. Come back up, hug your right knee in. Right leg extends back down, left leg crosses over, twist open to the left. Come back to center, hug your left knee in. Kick out in front of you, arms lift over, head slowly lower down to the mat. Hands extend above, overhead, palms up, kick your heels to the ceiling. Roll out your ankles. Whatever you want to do here. Like maybe you just shake it out. Like a bug that's sprawling upside down. Like maybe the hands get in on it. Like allowing yourself to be weird just to serve what feels best. Bend your knees, bottom of your feet meet the mat. Outer right ankle to your left thigh. Press your right knee up and forward. Only going as far as you need. And then drop your right foot outside your left leg, twisting open. Maybe you take cactus arms and press your right shoulder down and look towards your right side. Come back up to center. Right leg comes down. Left leg comes up. Finding all the things on this side you might feel best in. Drop your right leg outside. Drop your left leg outside your right. Twisting here. Come back to center. Pull both knees into your chest. Grab for the outer inner parts of your feet for happy baby. Like maybe if you always go to the outside, you come to the inside. Vice versa. Feeling your lower back press down into the mat. Finding movement or stillness as you want. Like knowing that here on your mat, you have full freedom and control to take what you want. And maybe that looks different here than what you do in your day-to-day life. But maybe if we start here, on our mat with full control and purpose, we can take that into our everyday lives, to the people around us. Showing there's no fear in being what you are fully. And then hug your knees in and slowly come down into your Shavasana. Full surrender to just be as you are. Knowing you were created exactly as you were meant to be to serve this life. Every imperfection that you might think is there for a reason. serving a larger purpose than we might know. Stay open to surprise. On my journey, I've often been surprised, sometimes pleasantly. Some of the places I was told to visit, places was told would bring me joy, didn't. Occasionally, they left me cold and confused. I would reach out to grasp something from an experience only to find it wasn't there, at least for me. I was left wondering why it didn't work, why it didn't feel right for me, or why it didn't do for me what others said it did for them. Then other places, other experiences, the one I had least expectation of, surprised me. They opened my heart, touched me, and changed me in ways I didn't expect, in ways that still surprise me. To have certain expectations is natural, but stay open to surprise. Don't let your dreams and expectations color what you know to be true for you. Trust your perceptions. Trust how a thing feels to you. If you expected something to work and it didn't, trust that too. If something has opened your heart and produced growth, love, and joy, trust in that. You may be pleasantly surprised to find joy where you least expect it. Slowly come back into your awareness, into your own perception of what's happening right now within your body. Finding movement through that feeling. And then coming in over to your left side. Allowing yourself to just be. Without fear, without judgment.
And maybe you allow that to carry on with you as we close our practice. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, closing our practice together with the sound of Om. Spreading what we found within us with those around. Inhale. The change in me bows to the change in you. Till we meet again.